I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know how to get rid of it. Therefore, so many difficulties I had to undergo. But now, I do the same thing with different kind of attitude which I experience now. Those days, my attitudes, my habits are not the same which I have now. I'm sorry, sir. To converse, I use I, but there is no person called I. Because always we do things, there is a person inside and there is a world outside. There is internal and external. Two type of world we had. Why is that? Because we know the creation of mind. Always mind is, we thought it is true. That is the main fault we had, main illusion we had. Nobody told us how to do our work without feeding myself. So from the childhood to now, up to now, how many things we have done cannot count even, cannot think even. Because day by day we have done so many things. We should do it, right? Just imagine how many years we passed like that. We did everything with our family, with our relatives, with our friends and the society. When I think of it, I can't even explain how I did everything. So many pressures came to my mind. I was pressurized when I was working. When I got blamed sometimes. I was so upset. Why? There's a person inside. I thought that blame came to me. Some people admire me when I was so happy because there's a person inside, right? That means the thought became true. I didn't know it's a sensor. Mind is a sensor. I didn't have any single idea how it works. Because of that, mind became true. It is a pathetic condition, I guess. It was. Now I'm free from that. Like a free bird flying in the sky. I will tell you one example what I did more than 10 years ago. I was so enthusiastic for traveling. Every vacation, what I did was I planned to go somewhere else where I have never been before. So one day I thought I want to go to jungle inside. I want to go to inside the jungle, right? What I did was I planned it. I planned to go to cotton plains. From that, there's a beautiful jungle inside. I wanted to go inside and see. Why? Because when I was very young, I wanted to get rid of the restless environment. After teaching, I was really fed up because I want to get a relaxation. Because of that, every vacation I plan to go to somewhere else to get relaxed, to have a new feeling, forget forget about the past and living with the new world like that. So what I did was I planned to go there with my friends. So before I plan, I asked my friend, I want to go to this place. I wanted to go inside the jungle even. They all agreed. They were really happy because they also wanted to go, right? So what I did was I went by a train and I stayed in a church. They gave us accommodation, and from there I went with my friend. At that time, we were so happy. We were chatting each other, we were laughing, we were joking, everything we did. I remember now how I passed those days, right? Then early morning we got up and we started to go to our new place. When we reached to Horton Plains, I was surprised. That was the first time I went that place because I have never been there before, right? Then when I go to the counter, went to the counter, I took I bought some tickets and we entered to see the world's end. Still, I can remember. I was so overjoyed with the environment. I had a different feeling, which I can't explain even. I can't explain what. It was a feel like, the calm and quiet place. I love the environment. Actually, I'm very much love. I'm a nature lover, right? We walked slowly and we saw some streams, some wild plants, and everything we touched, right? When I reached to the mini Versen place, I saw the surrounding. It was so nice. It was around 10 I, I think. We were sat, we sat on that place. We watched the environment where we can see far, right? I saw the Samanala reservoir one, right? I explained to my friend this that was that is the Samanala reservoir. You can see far away. The mountain range is so beautiful. We had a cool breeze even, right? I didn't feel that I was a teacher even, right? We had a nice time. We stayed more than 2 hours for that prom at that place. I thought, because I wanted to get a feel where the elevation is very high in Sri Lanka. That place is so very high, and it's a plain. It's a flattened area, right? I want to get an experience. How would I feel when I go there? I right. I wanted to have it, right? So actually, I got that feel. I got that. It's so nice, very relaxing mind. I had a relaxed mind. Even my friends, even, but they don't know how I felt it, right? I didn't tell anything because I want to check it with the busy environment and the quiet environment. I want to tell you, my dear friends, that's how I try to get relaxation of my mind, right? When I see the huge range of mountain range, the feel I had cannot explain. It is it was just like a floating in the air, like my mind was at that time, right? When I get a cool breeze, I felt it. When I get a sound of birds, sound of water streams, my mind was so happy. That means my mind works, worked in a different way. I don't want to, I didn't want to get out of the place even. I wanted to stay till the evening. But we didn't. Why? I felt so happy and I had a relaxed mind. I thought at that time even I thought that is the reason the most of the monks were always lived in those quiet places or in the forest. Which I had, that was my idea, right? So how wonderful it was. I thought, why can't I get into this, right? I thought like that. Right after that, for a more, I went into the jungle. I asked my friend, I want to see this beautiful jungle because I had an idea. Our Lord Buddha has explained the beauty of the forest. I want to get that feeling also. Just imagine my mind, how did my mind work, right? So I went inside. I went inside with my friends. That was the wonderful forest I have ever been before. I have visited many places, but that was the beautiful, most beautiful and amazing nature, right? Nobody go inside because there are bears and wild animals are there. Half an hour, 1.5 hours, I went to with my friend in the jungle, and I found a nice bungalow. Right, that was another That was another beautiful place. Then I saw from there I saw the other range of mountains and even Balangada town, right? Then the person who is that was there asked us to go soon because it's not nice to walk in through the jungle because there are so many wild animals. Before 5, we have to leave from that place, right? Again, we started going through the jungle. I don't know. Then my mind, the one thought came. In single, I say, may Ateria Vane Koi Vane Wage, may Taran Manga Blast the beautiful forest. Buddha Lord Buddha. I never explain the Dhamma. Only the leaves I have in my mind. That feeling came to my mind. I thought there were so many things Lord Buddha knew, understood, but we knew only a small part of it. I don't know, that feeling came to my mind, right? Then I slowly moved out from the jungle. I can't explain the feel what I had during that time. My mind worked in a different way. I thought, just imagine when you are away from your normal routine, you are having a different kind of feeling. You can experience, right? I always try to get that feel. Why? I thought that is the only salvation I can have. Working like workaholics, right? Being a workaholics is not the way of finding the real truth. That's why I somehow for 2-3 days I want to get rid from that word and I wanted to have a new experiences to get relaxation from my mind, not according to the Buddha say. But it was not true, right? After that, I went to see the Baker's Falls even, right? From there, even I had another feel with the beauty of the environment. The cascading of the waterfall is so nice. I was there, I went into the water, but the man who was there asked me to not to go down because the water is very cold. It is not nice to have a bath. Then I said, okay, right? Why? I want to satisfy my mind. Somehow I wanted to satisfy my mind in a different methods. I tried. Finally, around 5 o'clock, we came to the 5 and we get into the vehicle and went to the convent again, right? Where we accommodate. At night, I was wondering how wonderful this world, how nice. I had a relaxed mind. It is like a floating. Yeah, I thought. Why? Due to my ignorance, I did everything. There was a person called I, myself, me. That's why. Because of that idea, somehow I wanted to satisfy my mind. I used different methods. On our way to Colombo even, we came by a train. I saw the beauty of the upcountry and I enjoy with my friends. We talk with other people in the train and we shared our experiences with them. When I think of it now, it is like a dream. How I lived in an imaginary world. In that imaginary world, there are so many things we could do. Why? We didn't know there is no person inside. And in a single word, we didn't know mind is a sensor. It has a power. Our thought has so many powers. It generates another new thoughts. We are bringing to different kinds of in kinds of life patterns. We bring that imaginary world brings us happiness, sadness, relaxation, everything. But it changes. After coming to Colombo, again, I had the same feeling. That word is over. That feeling was over, which I had. I was thinking of that and I enjoyed inside by thinking over and over again those feelings. When I went to school again, I I shared this experience with my students and with my friends even. From that previous memories coming to our mind, naturally it happens, right? Happens. Why we think our mind is true? No, because of that feelings I want to get. I tried many ways to get relaxed of my mind. I visited so many places because I don't like to stay my vacation at home. I want to have a different environment. I wanted to live in a different environment with calm and quiet. That's why. Because my mind tempted to do it. When it is over, again the same feelings are coming. Some I have to work, I have to teach, I have to prepare lessons, everything. It's a hustle bustle in the mind. No salvation from that. Because we have a duty to do, right? There's no, that happiness was not permanent. I knew it. I knew it. How can I get the permanent happiness? That's why I'm telling you, I tried different methods. Happiness is not like that. When we live illusory world, you won't be able to get the real happiness. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you won't be able to get the real happiness. When you are free from your mind, then you will get the real happiness. Till then, you won't be able to touch it because you always, not only you, everyone is believing I am there. There is an outside world. I am the part of it. I have to take part of it. Right? You do your job. You do your duty. You go somewhere else where you wanted to go. You do a lot of activities. Why? The mind always wants to have a change. Mind does not like to stay in the same way, same pattern. Every time it asks to have a change. When we want can't change it, there is a struggle inside. That's why sometimes we were unable to cooperate with our work and we have to face a lot of difficulties and struggles. I believe this change, seeking a change in our mind, from our mind, same for everyone. Now when you wear a new clothes, after come 2-3 months, you want to have a new one because you know it's an old one. I must have a new one because everybody is when they see me, they think I'm wearing the same thing, right? Because of that, we try to get another new clothes. Even at home, we do not cook the same curries for a week or month. We change it, right? For breakfast, we have different things. For dinner, for lunch, we do not eat the same thing. Why? Our tongue doesn't like to eat the same thing, the tasty, don't want to have a same thing, right? Why? The perception of me, myself is there. We could not understand the tongue is a sensor that belongs to us. There is no person for the taste. That's why we all these things every day because we are unaware that we are living in an imaginary or illusory world. That's why. That's why. Always this world is true. Become true. Right? Just imagine. It is differ from person to person. The way you find a real Dhamma is not the same for me with me. It may it may different, right? Person to person. I share this experience with you. Why? What I did earlier to find the salvation from the mind, right? I didn't get any salvation. No escape. That's what I wanted to say you, right? It doesn't mean that you should not do, right? You should not go out and stay. You can have on your own method, right? But finally, I realized I lived in an imaginary world. That world is not permanent. There are two extremes in between. I was there, right? In, internal and external. There's a person inside and there is a world outside. In that frame, I work every time. But now, after realizing my mind is not true, there is no mind. It is a spark only. It is a natural process only. You know, colors plus sounds and other things comes together. Your feel, your thought creates, right? I never thought that reality, even though I know what there are colors, there are sound that makes the thought. Because of that, I gave a prominent place to my thoughts, every thoughts. According to the thought, I did everything. Because it became true for me, right? It became true for me. According to the mind, I work. But after listening to this Dhamma, I realize all these senses make us fools. I couldn't understand it. They are senses. Tongue as a sensor. Eye is a sensor. I couldn't see tongue as a sensor, eye as a sensor, ear as a sensor, right? Body as a sensor, and mind as a sensor. And it vibrates or it sparks, right? Because of that, I become prominent. The word I become prominent, right? I didn't know about the sensor system. Now, after hearing through Dhamma, I can separate my mind and the thought. Thoughts are coming every time. It is very fast. Thoughts are very fast. We cannot escape from the thought. It's a natural process. The different now, the thoughts which I had earlier were true. Now the thoughts that comes to my mind are not true. There's nothing in thoughts. It's only a spark. It's only a spark. Or it has a big power to create that we are living. Right? We are living, always we are living because of the speed of the spark. We always feel that we are living in this world, right? Little by little, by listening this Dhamma, I understood there's nothing in mind. Even though there is no sense, though no taste, no smell, no light, right? When we word use, because we have to communicate, we have to explain, right? To communicate only we use the language. There is no language. Somehow we have to communicate. No, we have to communicate. That's why we use this language, right? Try to understand. This is only a sparking system. Yes. It is only a one part of the nature. We thought everyone is thinking, I am the one living in this world. At once, it's very difficult to understand. It is a system. As a system, it's really, really difficult, right? It takes time to understand it is a system. Little by little, you have to examine your eye, your nose, your tongue, your ear, your body. Is as a sensor. It's to understand your ear because you have a eardrum, right? You know when there's a vibration only. You feel, you can hear, right? And even the eye, we have lens, right? When there's light comes, it vibrates, then we can see, right? You can see the image, right? But you are not the scene, right? It happens automatically because of the speed spark, spark system or vibration. It happens. It occurs, right? When we, it, because of that, we think that we are living. No, dear. No, not we are living. But 100% we won't be able to understand, right? Little by little, you will be able to understand there is no person inside. And even we think that body is also me, my body, our body. We think like that. That concept also very difficult to break, right? That is also by listening to Dhamma, Satjnana. When it is still Satjnana to a certain level, you will be able to understand. Till then, you have that feeling. I have a pain. I like that. I'm the one living. That comes. It's natural. Nothing to worry. You have time to understand this concept. Now, the same thing, the same place I can go, I can visit with the fear. But my mind does not tempt for me to go out and see. If I have a chance, I'll go. That is a different story, right? It doesn't tempt to go. Somehow I want to have a change. Say boring this life, fed up like that. It doesn't come. Why? The true Dhamma can have a big change of power into very world. You can break it. You can get rid from that world little by little. This illusory world is so hard. So hard, right? I think you can understand what I wanted to say. This illusory world is not true, but at once you won't be able to get rid from that. It takes time. You try to compare your previous experience which you had and now how you work with that. The same thing how you are doing it now. With feel or with your thought. That's what I wanted to highlight in this discussion, right? You have a free mind. When you are free from your mind, you don't have many troubles. You have no struggle. Even though you have a struggle, you know by memorizing it, contemplation, contemplation, you can get rid from that thought. The struggle level goes down because the mind is not true. You know, the mind is not true. Then you will be able to get a calm environment in your mind with your feel. I also had a problem. What is Arana said about this is a feel. I couldn't understand earlier. When I experienced, when the word I cannot say like that, It comes automatically. When you work with the feel, it is different from that you work with the thought. Feel is a, a different kind of a layer inside layer. It comes automatically. You'll get to know, this is what I feel. When you think it, no, it comes through your wisdom, not through your knowledge. The feel you will be able to understand through your wisdom, not through your knowledge. I got it? That idea first with the thought. Then I realized it is not like that. The feel. I try to think it. Thinking means sankara. Then you won't be able to experience it. So get rid of mind and the thought that comes. Feel. It's a different idea. It cannot explain you. I'm sorry to say, it cannot explain. You will have it, right? You will have it, but not all the time. You are not working all the time with the feel. It comes and goes. It comes and goes. You feel it, but it's increasing gradually according to your Satyajnana. Right? Try to understand what I'm telling you. You will be able to understand the difference with the feel and the thought. Right? Earlier I did with my thought. I did everything with my thoughts. Now it's different. Now it differs from that. You can do everything with feel. It's really difficult to explain it. One day, when you are your word, the word become very happy. Happy means that is also feeling, right? When you are out of your thought, you will get it. You will get it. You are not getting it. The system, it creates systematically. System creates creation of a system. It is a kind of a situation. I have no words to explain it. The words are not coming to my mind to explain it. It's a kind of a situation, not a thought. Not a thought. Like the taste of the salt. When you get it only, you can understand, right? But nothing to worry. You have time. You take your time. Try to understand what I wanted to say. What I share with you, right? You may have different ideas. You may have different culture, different. You may live in another country, not in Sri Lanka. It doesn't matter. You compare your previous life and how you are living in now. How you deal with work. Think. You can see the difference. You can see the vast areas. But you tangle and now not tangle with them, right? That is why that is what I wanted to tell you, my dear friends. So, therefore, improve your knowledge in Satyajnana. That will help you to get rid from your mind. But no hurry, little by little. You can discuss with Arana or in Zoom discussion, whatever the problems you are coming, you have to come, you are undergoing, you are facing, you can have to discuss. That's the main thing I wanted to say you. Because by solving problems are coming when we are going this path, right? But solve that problem with our advance and other Dhamma teachers in some discussions. So I think it will help you at least get a clear idea what I shared with you. I want to conclude this discussion now. Thank you for listening me. There was multiple James bless you all. Finally, I wanted to pay my humble homage to Buddha Father and also our noble teacher and also many masters. Everyone's Arana. I'll back again another few weeks.
Teruwan Saranai. Our Dhamma speech is over. Teruwan Saranai was for your introduction. Thank you, our Dhamma friend, for your valuable speech about the mind, and she has explained how the mind is working. And thank you for sharing her experience with us. Teruwan Saranai, everyone. Teruwan Saranai, Arana Wahansa. Teruwan Saranai.